You go to restaurants, you see kids on iPads in the restaurants, and like, I don't do any of that with them. Like they're, when we have family time, they're present with us, and yeah, that's how it should be.
There's just so many different examples that happen of that, of things that kids face daily that we did not grow up with.
In Roblox, you can like kind of build up a community, the community that the gamers have.
Have you ever met anyone that made you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
What do you do in those situations? You say, I'm out.
There's a lot of things that your kids see that you don't want them to see, and they've seen it.
The other person sometimes that you might be communicating with might not be who, that they're presenting themselves to be.
People were messaging her, and she's still young enough to not know, like, who to talk to, who not to talk to. And they were kind of harassing her, and she ended up giving in, actually giving our address out, her location, and luckily it was just a bunch of middle schoolers. It wasn't somebody older.
I want them to go outside and use their imagination and like do stuff. And if they have the choice between that and their technology, they'll always choose the technology.
Yeah.
My parents get home, I'd always just rush upstairs to go play my Xbox.
Really?
It's a good way to just kind of like chill out after like school and sports and stuff.
We hear a lot about TikTok because our kids don't have social media on purpose. There's a lot of pressure to have a certain kind of phone.
When we were younger, you could go places and you could go to a party or you could go to a gathering and nobody knew it. You just went with your buddies. And now when you go somewhere, everybody sees it and it's there instantaneously.
If they have too much tech in a day, it really affects their attitude and their ability to follow directions.
Well, they have to have their phone. It's almost like an addiction. And if they don't have it in sight, they can almost get anxiety about that part.
When we see that their behavior is affected by it, we talk to them about it.
Yeah.
And this is why you're not getting it tonight, is because we feel, whether you agree with us or not, we feel that this has affected your behavior. And so we're going to ratchet it back a little bit.
We know when there's times, hey, put it down, go outside.
I see behaviors, acting out. I see things that, 7-year-olds should not be thinking, things that they shouldn't have seen have entered their brain because they're doing things at home. And I think parents just don't have an idea. I'm a parent of 4, and so I understand that it's just a lot to manage.
Whatever you put out there is out there forever and accessible by anybody.
Cell phones can get you distracted. You know what I'm saying? You can step on them all night.
If they are trying to have sustained focus on something that actually takes mental effort, it is like done because they're so used to seeing something that's changing so quickly.
It's accessible. It's something that's quick. It gets their attention, but still, it's not all good.
These are your children that you were blessed with, and it is your job to prepare and let them know how to respond to a situation. And if you don't do that, then the world's going to do it for you.
Monitor. It's my phone. I pay the bill.
They're in your house.
In my house. I can look at the phone anytime I want. So we set those ground rules.
Have my daughters on like a screen time schedule. And so we just try to do different things, just having different rules around it so that they still have access to it. You will not stay on this iPad or phone all day long. And so it's not always something that's easy, but it's worth it because there's other things to do.
So I just try to listen to my daughter, listen to your kids, pay attention.
She understands a lot of it. He never has an idea what that is.
Can we just get you on camera saying that you're glad? You said you're glad that they have some restrictions.
I mean, I can't say that. I'm glad they have some restrictions.
Wow, that was not forced at all. That was natural.
Does my child really need this? And if the answer is probably not, they just want it because their friend has it, that's a hard no. You're not supposed to be their best friend, you're supposed to be their parent.
It is our job to protect our kids.
How much Riz do you have?
Oh my, like 7, maybe.
7?
Just 7.
That's a lot.